Okay, on the top of our Christmas list this year for 2010, I have drum key keychains. I've got one over there on the left side is the Evans drum torque key. Basically has a dial on it. Once you set the dial, when you go around each lug, it'll click into place, letting you know that that drum lug is tuned. And it does a really even, nice job, and it's very reliable and very easy to use. The green one is the Robo key. And for every turn of the knob there, it's actually a ratchet kind of drum key. Once you turn the knob, it turns actually 4 times around. So you can get your drum heads off and on very, very quickly with that drum key. That actually has a hole on it to make it put on a drum key, but I would definitely not want to carry that around in my pocket. The one in the middle, obviously, is just your regular standard drum key. Those run anywhere from $1.50 on up to $2 or $3, depending on the brand. But that's your standard one. And you can see the one that I have on my keychain right now. It's made by DW. Every drum company has their own logo on a regular standard drum key, and of course they do have a hole on most of them that will fit any keychain. So that is it. Okay, and another cool Christmas gift to get is the either iPad or the iPod apps. You can go to the iTunes store through your computer if you have the iTunes program, or you want to connect through your iPod or your iPad. You can connect to the store through there and download your app. Some of them are free, some of them you have to pay for. This one here is called More Cowbell. Obviously, you kind of figure what that is. Here it is.
I gotta have more cowbell.
And you can pull up different instruments on this as well. It has the cowbell though. And if we go to the instrument panel on the back of this, you can see that right here we have cowbell, more cowbell, maracas, triangle, tambourine, and sleigh bells. Obviously Christmas is around the corner, so we can pull up our Christmas sleigh bells and turn it on, and all I have to do is just tap on the screen. Funk box, this is kind of cool. And you just start the power button right here, and it's got some beats going. You can select your different rhythms over here in this panel, and over here you can hit them individually. Here you've got EQ, and you can actually save your drum patterns and upload them to your computer. Pocket drums. This is pretty cool, and it's a pretty popular model. It's got acoustic drums, electric drums, jazz drum sounds, funk drum sounds, but I'll go ahead and tap on this and show you what it sounds like. Get your China, ride, crash cymbal, snare, bass. This one's called 6 Strings, and of course right now I've got a guitar sound. You can just drag your finger across the screen and it plays the strings. You can hit actually a D chord over here in the top right of your screen. Now I'm playing a D chord, E minor. So if I pull up the steel drum, you can hear the steel drums. And also I can pull up the drum pad. And this is kind of like an octapad, I guess. It's got different sounds you can... And that's kind of fun too. Okay, what we have here is the DW drop clutch, and basically this part and this part come together. It ranges from anywhere from $30 to $40. What you do, how this works, is you take off your existing hi-hat clutch that came with originally with your hi-hat stand, and you replace it with this one, and then the drop clutch goes on like so, and this whole thing clips down. You push down on your pedal a little bit, and then when you tighten it up and you open it up, your hi-hat's in the normal mode. All you have to do is hit this drop clutch, and then the cymbals fall down, they stay down, so that when you're playing your double bass, you've got a closed hi-hat. So a really nice item. Okay, and another great gift for drummers is drum videos. I can't tell you how many times I've actually sat and watched these drum videos and was totally inspired by these professional drummers. I've learned so much. Even though I've been playing for 30 years, you never stop learning. These guys have been playing for a lot longer, and some of them are just phenomenal musicians. And so no matter what, whether you're just starting off or whether you're a seasoned player, these are definitely something you can learn off of. Okay, and what we have here is a regular tom. I'm going to hit it, and we'll hear what it sounds like. And it sounds pretty much like a normal tom. A lot of ring and overtone. Sometimes you have these things called muffles. These rings, they're made by Remo, and sometimes if you put these on the drum, this is the wrong size, but if you hit it, it kind of deadens the sound a little bit, which is kind of good if you're looking for just a little bit of small dampening. But Remo also makes these other things called Remo O's, and these basically are about the price of maybe $10 to $15 for each one. And when you put these on the drum, here's what they look like on the smaller tom. I don't have one on this one yet because I'm going to show you what that sounds like. And I've got one on the floor tom, and I've got one on the snare. And this kit right here is the Yamaha Rydeen set. This is the one I use when I teach drum lessons. So let me go ahead and put this on, and we'll check it out and hear what it sounds like. Okay, and here we have the actual tom with the Remo muffle in it, and we'll go ahead and hit it. You can see it deadens the top head just enough to get the overtones out. The bottom head itself does not have a ring on it, it's just the top head, and it gives a nice muffled sound, but not over muffled. So again, this is great if you want to deaden the drums in your recording studio or downstairs where you practice, or maybe upstairs to kind of dampen the sound a little bit. And here's the snare drum. Okay, another cool item is boom stands. These ones here are made by obviously DW because of my drum set. But what's cool about these particular ones, and you have tons of brands out there that make these. I hate getting straight stands anymore because they really defeat the purpose nowadays. It's hard to get cymbals where you need them to go with just a straight stand unless you're you've got a smaller set. But usually the sets that I have are quite big. They're not 20-30 piece sets like Neil Peart or somebody, but at least they're 7-8 piece set, and sometimes you need the cymbals to get over a certain spot. Like right here, I want this cymbal in this area just kind of above my hi-hat, and with a straight stand I would be able to do it, but sometimes microphone stands get in the way and it's hard to maneuver cymbal stands when you got other things in the way. So What's nice about this boom stand is it could be set up as a straight stand, or you can have it as a boom. So I like the choice of having both options with one stand, and that's what this does for me. If I loosen it up, you'll see that I can take this boom stand and make it into a straight stand, and basically now it becomes a straight stand. Okay, so really nice feature. I would not recommend anybody getting straight stands anymore. Get the combo. I don't think anybody would have a problem with it, but like I said, it's a lot easier to maneuver if you have the combination boom and straight stand within itself. So any questions on this, let me know. Okay, here we have a special effects cymbal. This specific one is called a China. You can see a China cymbal is usually bent inside out. They always play it upside down. Charlie Watts from the Rolling Stones used to actually play it like this. It doesn't matter. The only thing I don't like about the China is this edge is sticking up and can really cut into your sticks and chop them up really quickly if you play it like that. So most times you see drummers playing Chinas, they're upside down like this. Now this is a Wuhan. This is a 20-inch. It's handmade in China. It's a really nice China. I've got Zildjian, and I've got Paiste, and I've got Sabian Chinas, but the one that I like the best out of all of them, and this is the cheapest too. Wuhan makes a really cheap China. You can get this, basically this 20-inch was about $80 to $90. Now if you spent on a Zildjian, you'd probably spend over pretty close to $200 for a China cymbal about this size, 20-inch. I also have another China cymbal. Again, it's another Wuhan, but this one here actually has rivets in it, and the rivets actually kind of give it a more of a sizzly sound along with the trashy China sound. So here's what it sounds like. So really trashy sounding. And again, the other one without the rivets, this one here sounds like this. Turned upside down. Really gong-like. Alright, and the next item on the Christmas list are double pedals. There are a ton of double bass pedals out there. The ones that I have here are the DW9000s. I got these before the Pearl Demon Drive pedal came out. I've been really looking at those and possibly maybe going to buy those down the road. Those are probably the top of the line, I think, right now, along with Access and of course DW. Those are one of the top 3 double pedals that you could get out there. I have also a single bass pedal too. This is one of my older ones. It's the DW Chain Drive 5000. It's got the 2 sprocket attachment on here. Really fast pedal. Again, like I said, the Pearl, I've been trying that out, and it's at the store, and it's been really nice. So that's something that I'd like to purchase maybe down the road. Very pricey. These pedals that I'm showing you, these are definitely top of the line ones. The 9000 ones can run anywhere from $400 to $500. I know the new Pearl ones are about $600 for the double pedal. This single pedal is about $240 maybe. You might be able to find it cheaper now that it's kind of an older model. So look on online for those. What's really cool about the DW, I like, it's got the built-in drum key on it. The attachment on it is really easy to get to, so you don't have to go underneath your pedal to tighten it, to connect it to the bass drum pedal. The DW9000 does that as well. And I like the whole thing connected to the plate. I don't like having little bars connecting to the pedal. That's in more of the cheaper models. And again, the cheaper the model, the more problems you're going to have with it. So if you can kind of wait and save a little bit of money, or have somebody buy it for you, obviously for a Christmas gift, it's definitely the way to go. Get a better brand, and you'll be happier in the long run with it. So that's my take on double and single bass pedals, but definitely something to get for Christmas.